set up for grouting, and I'm going to go over everything that you're going to need. So you're going to need your piece, obviously, that you've been working on. You're going to need some kind of disposable placemat. We use a newspaper here at Yucandu. It's a good idea to use something disposable because it will get dirty and you probably won't want to reuse that. You'll need your grout, obviously, that's this powdery stuff. You'll need a disposable cup and a popsicle stick for mixing your grout in. You're going to need water to mix your grout with. I've just got this water from a bottle here. And then you're going to need some polishing supplies. So you'll need phone book paper and a nice cotton cloth, like this one that we have here. And it's also a good idea to have a couple toothpicks and some wet wipes on hand because this will get kind of dirty. So now we are ready to start grouting. So first I'm going to take some of my grout from this container and add it to my disposable one. You really don't need too much, just a little bit, because we're going to be mixing it in small batches and grouting just a little section at a time. And then after you've got some of your grout in the disposable cup, you just want to start adding water. I usually just do about a capful at a time, and I mix it because we want to get it to the right consistency. So the consistency that we're going for is something that is not too thick that it's crumbly and dry and everything, and it's impossible to kind of get in between these cracks. But we also don't want it to be so runny that it can pour. So we want it to be nice and spreadable, kind of like a gritty brownie batter. So it really is just a little bit of a trial and error until, whoops, my popsicle stick broke. It really is just kind of a trial and error until you get the right consistency. So if it's a little too runny, you can add more powder, and if it's a little too dry, you can add more water. So this is a consistency that I like here. You can see it's spreadable, but not too runny. So now that I've got it to this consistency, I'm going to take, you can take the popsicle stick, or I usually just like to take my finger and get some grout, and then we're just gonna do a little section at a time. So I'm gonna start with like this little section right here. I'm gonna use up all my grout, we're gonna polish it, and then we'll move on to the next section. And so once you've got your grout, you just want to start spreading it in between the cracks, and it is gonna get all over the tops of the tiles. And that is okay. I know that's very scary because you worked very hard on the tile part of your project to make it look nice and fun and pretty, and now we're covering it up with grout. But don't be afraid because we are going to spend a lot of time polishing and cleaning it. And the goal is really to get it in between the cracks of the tiles. So some is going to get on the top, but just try and keep smoothing it out over the tops of the tiles to get in all of those cracks. And then if you've got an edge like this one right here, a good idea is to get some grout on there, and then you just take your finger and run it along the edge. So that creates a really nice beveled edge. Like that. I'll do it on this edge too so you can see it again. So just get some grout on there, and then just run your finger along the edge so it fills in those cracks. So then I'm just going to continue putting my grout on until I've used up all of this first batch of grout that I have. Alright, so now that I've used up that entire first batch of grout, we are going to work on polishing this section. So the first thing you're going to do is take some phone book paper. You can fold it up a little bit. And then we're just going to start going over the tops of our tiles. Just like this. So this is going to get a bunch of the big chunks of grout off. We're going to get a bunch of big chunks of grout off of the top, and this is going to start smoothing it out for us and giving it that nice finished look. So, and you can already see that we're starting to uncover those tiles again. We're starting to get some of that dirty, ugly grout off of the top and just keep it in the cracks to make it look nice and professional. And then don't be afraid to be a little bit aggressive with this. Obviously you still want to be gentle, but we really are trying to get that grout off. And then if you're doing this, or if you're grouting, or if you're at any step along the way and a tile does pop off, that's alright, don't worry about it. You can just use a little bit of super glue or your other weld bond glue from Yucandu to stick that back down, and say like this tile popped off I would glue it back down, and then I would grout the rest of it before I come back to this part, just so I give this some time to dry. And now that my grouted section looks something like this, something we like to do here at Yucandu, we'll take a wet wipe and we'll go over the tops of this again. And then we'll take a big brush like this and just start dusting it off. So what this does, as we put the grout on, it starts to dry, it starts to slake. Grout actually does the most drying in the first few minutes after you put it on. So this wet wipe kind of reactivates the grout. We're adding a little bit more water into it. And then we go over with the brush, and that just helps smooth it out and create a really smooth finish. So once we're at this point with our grouted section, I'm going to hold it up so you can see it a little bit better. Obviously you can see that there's still a bunch of grout on the top. It's just kind of a little bit dirty, but that's okay because we are going to be going over each tile with this cotton cloth after we finish doing the whole thing and extra polish all of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to continue mixing small batches of grout and doing little chunks at a time. And I'm just going to do a little chunk at a time. I'll put the grout on, I'll use the phone book paper on top of it, I'll go over with the wet wipe and my brush, and then after that I'll come back and I'll show you what we're going to do to finish polishing all the tiles. And then for a photo mosaic like this, you want to make sure that your grout is a little bit thicker when you're doing this part with the clear tiles. Because if it's too runny, it might kind of seep into those cracks underneath the glass tiles and get some like weird grout spots on your photo. And we don't want that to happen. So just make sure your grout is a little bit thicker when you're doing this part. Alright, so I am almost ready to start using that cotton cloth to extra polish things. I'm just going to go over it with the phone book paper one more time because the goal of polishing, at least this preliminary step of polishing, is to make sure you can see the corners and edges of every tile. So obviously these round ones aren't going to have corners because they're round, but it's the same idea. You want to be able to see the edges of the tile. It's not as important to get all the tops perfectly cleaned off yet. That's coming with the cotton cloth. So I'm just going to go over one more time with this phone book paper and make sure that I can see the edges and corners of each tile. Alright, and now you can see why the spacing is so important between our clear tiles on this photograph part, because you want those grout joints to be really thin so you can see as much of the photo as possible. Alright, so now that I can see the corners and edges of every tile, it is time for our final step of grouting, which is going to be polishing the tops of the tiles. So what you want to do is take your cotton cloth. You can take a popsicle stick, or I just like to use my finger sometimes, and just wrap it around to create this little tool. And then you're just going to go over the tops of every tile and really polish them. So you want them to be nice and shiny, so this project really glows. If you have a lot of bright colors, this will help make your colors really, really pop. So I'm just going to go over and individually polish every single one of my tiles. I know it seems a little tedious, but I promise you it's going to be so worth it when your project is super bright and colorful. So here it is. I have finished polishing all the tops of my tiles with that cotton cloth. Oh my goodness, I think it looks so amazing. I am so proud of you guys. I'm sure you guys have uncovered your tiles and made it look just as awesome. And so one thing we like to do before we paint the sides is we'll take sandpaper and just sand off some of the edges, especially if it got on this flat part of the edge where we want to paint. You want to be careful that you don't sand off a bunch of the edges where we put the grout, because we still want that there, but just to get some of the chunks and clumps of grout off of the edge of your piece. So now that we are all finished with this part, we are going to be ready for painting. So I'm going to clear away all of this and get set up for painting. Okay, so now I am all set up for painting. I took away that dirty newspaper and replaced it with one of our placemats here at Yucandu. I'd still recommend a table covering for the painting part. I'd just recommend getting a different one because the other one had a bunch of grout on it and everything, and you don't want any grout kind of sticking to your paint. I don't think that would create a very good look. And then I've got my paint here. I'm just using some of our paint here at Yucandu. I would recommend squeezing your paint out onto a little paper plate. I'm just using one of our palettes here. And then of course you will need your paintbrush. And then I've just got a couple wet wipes on hand just in case. So now we are ready to start painting. We are going to be painting the sides and the back of our project just to really finish it off. We are almost done, guys. The home stretch, stick with me. I'm sure your projects look really awesome at this point, but we just have to finish it off. So the first thing we're gonna do is paint these edges here. So I'm just gonna take my brush, dip it in a little bit of paint, and then line my brush up with the edge of my plaque and just pull down. So you can just line it up with the edge and pull it down, just so you don't get a bunch of paint all over your grout and your tiles on this edge here. So you're just going to keep line it up and pull it down. Line it up and pull it down. Remember, a little bit of paint does go a long way, so you shouldn't need too much paint. And if you have any big drips, just keep going over and smoothing them out. So line up with the edge and pull down. I'm just going to go over, touch up that part. So you're just going to do this all the way around the edges. After you're finished with that, we're going to paint the back. But you want to make sure your edges are nice and dry so you can handle your plaque a little bit better. So if you want to, you can dry it off with a hair dryer like we do at Yucandu, or you can just give it a few minutes to dry off before you paint the back. So I'm going to go ahead and paint all the edges of my project now. Alright, so now all the sides of my project are painted, and now it is going to be time to paint the back. So before you flip this over, you want to look at your placemat and make sure that you don't have any wet paint on there, because we don't want that getting on any of the tiles. So it doesn't look like I have any, so I'm just going to very carefully flip it over and gently place it down. And then we're just going to paint the back. So what you're going to do is get some paint on your brush, and you're just going to paint the back in long, smooth strokes. You can do this vertically like I'm doing it, or you can do it horizontally like this, but just make sure you decide to do it in one direction. You don't want to do a bunch of little strokes like this, because that won't look as nice and good and finished. This is the back, so people aren't seeing it, but I still think it's important to put some care and time and love into every part of our project. And as you're doing this, you want to make sure that you keep checking the sides for any drips. And if you do see some drips, just be sure to smooth those out with your brush and just work on painting a nice even layer. And you'll notice that our plaque has these little holes for hanging it up on. You don't need to paint the inside of those. If you did want to, you could just kind of stick your brush in there and wiggle it around until it got in there. I'm not going to paint the inside of mine, but if you did want to, you could. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the entire back of my project. When I finish painting it, I'll dry it off with a hairdryer just like I did with the sides, and then we'll be done. I'll come back and show you when I'm all finished. Alright, and here we go. My project is all finished. I dried off the back with a hairdryer, so now it is nice and dry, and we are done. Your project has been tiled and grouted and painted and everything, and I hope your project looks awesome. I'm sure it does. You guys are great. So you can find more awesome projects like this online at yucandu.com or at our store in Webster Groves. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day.